He was born in Duluth, but his family lived up in a little mining town. He said he ran away from home 17 times and got brought back 16. Right, I don't think anybody needs to talk for him if Bob Dylan is within hearing distance.
Oi, Bob! Bob Dylan! I need to talk to you about your portable toilet. Oi, Bob Dylan, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I hear you well.
Oh, great, yeah, let's talk about your port-a-loo, Bob.
I think you have the wrong man.
Oh, I've not got the wrong person, Bob. You take a look at this. Bob Dylan, he's a musician. He's a very famous musician. He's put out a lot of records and things like that. And in fact, he's had a record in the UK, #1, I think, in the past 5 or 6, or it might even be 7 decades. If you do like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now 2020s. 7 decades we're on. 7 decades of music. However, what they don't tell you about Bob Dylan is that he's a bit of a curious character. And today I'm going to take you through a kind of weird story that I found that was to do with Bob Dylan. So I'm going to be using a bit of technology to do this, since I can't remember it all. So I've got a computer. Nice. So here we go. We've got a big... Oh, look at that. That is a face of success right there. Bob Dylan. Okay, so the heading for this article is Bob Dylan's neighbours say his port-a-loo is making them ill. Okay. Admittedly, this is... I wouldn't quite call this news, rather than... I guess this is now history. It's an important moment in history. Okay, so Bob Dylan is making himself unpopular among his Malibu neighbours thanks to an odour emanating from a portable toilet on his property. Residents in his neighbourhood are complaining that sea breezes blow nasty smells from a loo, which is used by employees of Dylan's, including his security guards. So somebody whose house is behind the toilet says the smell has made both her and her 8-year-old son ill. So that's quite unfortunate, Bob. Now this is the bit that I wasn't going to talk about this story because it's not too weird. Well, it is quite weird. But then there's this bit here. It's like, so the family who complained said that they tried installing 5 industrial-sized fans to blow the smell back at Dylan, but it didn't work. Now that seems quite weird. So now, this has got me picturing, you've got Bob Dylan, you've got his port-a-loo, you've got this other house, and then between that you've got these 5 industrial-sized fans, which it says, just blowing 24/7, trying to get this air out of the way. But, wind is stronger than fans, and that's a science lesson for everyone. So this is Bob Dylan's story / science. Fans not as strong as wind, and so it escalates further. So apparently the city tried to send an officer to inspect the lavatory in January, but he was turned away by Dylan's security staff and accused of trespassing. The guards said they were going to sue the city. Now things are escalating. It's gone from Bob Dylan, smelly toilet, fans, suing the city, and then this is where it gets big. In this article, they say that they've got the mayor involved. Okay, so we're getting the mayor involved. Malibu Mayor Andy Cern. Apparently, he's been asked about the Bob Dylan toilet incident, and his comment is, "I really have not involved myself in Bob Dylan's toilet. And by the way, I haven't involved myself in anyone else's toilet in Malibu," Mr. Stern said. But that's a curious quote, because it says he hasn't involved himself in anyone else's toilet in Malibu. So does that mean, in other states or in other countries even. He's going around, let me investigate that toilet, see what's going on there. Who knows, who knows. And then the other thing it's now time for is Bob Dylan puns. Oh my god, if you like Bob Dylan puns, there's like at least one of them in this article. So we wish it wasn't blowing in the wind. Neighbours complain of Bob Dylan's odour. Nice, that's a good pun that. Hopefully nobody else has made that pun. Bob Dylan's neighbours complain about smell from portable toilet. The answer, it seems, is blowing in the wind. You've done it again. Well, hopefully nobody else does that either. He may be with the voice of the generation, but if you're unfortunate to live next door to Bob Dylan, stirring protest songs and shrill mouth organ music aren't the only things that might be, to paraphrase his most famous lyric, blowing in the wind. So it seems that people like Bob Dylan puns, specifically about the blowing in the wind. But did you know that Blowing in the Wind isn't the only song by Bob Dylan that's about wind? Here's a list of other songs by Bob Dylan that is about wind, going across the screen now. It's time for some investigative journalism. Investigative journalism newsflash. Right, so I've spotted a bit of inconsistency between the different articles here, and I think it's important, you know, in the name of honesty and truth and all that is right, that we settle this once and for all. So, in this NME article, it says that the loo was installed in 1989. Okay. Right, okay, the loo was installed in 1989, fair enough. However, we go on to the Belfast Telegraph, and they say, where is it? Aha, since it was installed 6 months ago, and the article was written in 2009. Who was right? Because 1989 and 2009, that's a big difference. That's so many years. That's so many years. Like, that is a lot of time. That's 20 years. You know, that's 20 years. But yeah, so I'm gonna. Okay, I've written an email to both the Belfast Telegraph and the NME. Hopefully, you know, you guys can straighten this one out, you know, so you know we don't get, you know, anything else wrong. Hopefully we can get that all sorted and cleared up. So Bob, hopefully I have now gone to your concert and shown you this video, and now hopefully it's all settled and we can just, you know, forget about the whole issue, because I know it's been plaguing everybody else's minds and noses, and we can just move on. So what do you say, Bob? Alright Bob, you've seen this now, and upon seeing your future, do you know what you're going to do? You know you're going to solve your toilet issue and everything's going to be alright?
Yes, yes.
Brilliant. Well, that's my work done. You stressed me out there for a bit. I thought you weren't going to comply, but I'm glad. So, I'll leave you be. Enjoy the rest of your day, Bob. Brilliant. Great. See ya.
Oh, 2:30 Malibu or port-a-loo, deliver to my gate, 'cause beside me resides a villain I'll defecate to irritate. So I parked my party by his Cadillac. Let me tell you, he didn't like the smell of that. I said, howdy neighbor, oh, how'd you like that? Oh, how do you do so cruel. I said, how do you do, take the stench of my stool. But I heard others crying as I had my fecal fun. They were the cries of his wife and his children.